How's it going? So, I figured I would show the other game that I play is Destiny 2 for PvP. So I kind of play WoW Classic for PvP, any MMORPG that I find fun where I can have just like my third person guy and I can PvP against people competitively. I find that really fun. Dark Souls games, love all those. But Destiny, I played Destiny 1 with my brother. It was a lot of fun. And Destiny 2 was kind of rocky when it launched. Had some cool stuff, but um, I've stuck with it here and there. It's free right now to play, so it's not really that much of a effort to come in and PvP on it, really. So I kind of just have my loadout that I like, and then I'll just pop in and enjoy some PvP. So I thought I would just show that. But the guy that I have, I usually use a Titan. And my favorite loadout of all time is Mountaintop Recluse Tractor Cannon, Bottom Tree Striker, One-Eyed Mask. When this was at its most powerful, it was crazy. I mean, I've been through a lot in this game too, because you had the Prometheus lens being overpowered. All these different Lord of Wolves, all these different guns go through the phases of being overpowered. And this setup right here was pretty dominant for a long time. There was a couple other variations you could do that were equally as good, but now it's undergone a ton of nerfs. The Mountaintop is way nerfed. The explosion radius isn't nearly as powerful or as big as it used to be. It took another 10% reduction in damage right leading into the last season. The health regen doesn't queue in when you're in super for the lightning. There's no wall hacks for the tracker of the One-Eyed Mask, although they ended up giving it back the overshield. So, it's been hit pretty hard. I'm gonna be the type of guy that says that hunters have been literally the most powerful class always. The hunters are the craziest. Their mobility, the way that they can engage fights and control fights. So anyways, I just keep playing this. Everybody likes to get in their pistol fights. The name of this PvP in this game is pistol fights. Everybody's snap capping with each other, and that's it for months, years. Anyways, then you got your guys that are insanely good at sniping. Like they've literally been doing nothing but sniping for 10 years in this game. It hasn't even been out that long. That's how long they've been playing. So they're really good. So what do? I mean, you could go around and, my shotgun, whenever I use a pistol shotgun, the shotgun always takes way more kills. I always end up just shotgun giving everybody. So anyways, instead of doing that, and instead of resorting to sniping, because I don't really want to snipe, I usually melee in games, I'm just going Mountaintop. That's it. I just play with the Mountaintop, and I'll just, have fun till the end of time. So what does Bungie do? Bungie implements sunsetting. Where is it? Right there. Power limit. So the power cap on this season is 1060, and the power limit to this gun is 1060. So that means after this season, I'm not going to be able to take this into Iron Banner or into, well, I'll be gimped in Iron Banner, or into any of the PvE content that they're coming out with that goes beyond 1060, whatever they have planned, so for the next year. They also put that on the armor. Now, exotics are exempt from this. The exotics don't have any power cap. Yeah, they don't have any power cap. So these are a little bit higher. These are like newer, but I don't even know how far that range goes out, 1260. I'm going to be completely honest. I think the sunsetting idea is probably the worst idea I've ever seen in the history of this franchise. I love playing Destiny 1 and 2, and they've had their ups and downs, but man, this takes the cake. This is literally the worst design decision I've ever seen. It seems completely arbitrary. It's going to make this weird... I think it honestly is just going to completely reshuffle your dominant hardcore player base, because this is making it really tough to hang on. What is the point of this huge inventory of guns that you've collected? You're going to go just make those all arbitrary and then have to go back and get them all again? And what's the time scale that each of these... There's like a time limit to how long you can use these types of things. Now you can use them all in the Crucible still, which is good. I mean, So I guess for me, because I primarily PvP, but it seems somewhat limiting. It's just like a design decision that comes in that's sort of limiting you and restricting. So they want to shift up the meta, but they're going to be forcing your hand as opposed to letting you make your own choices. I think that good game design comes from freeing up player choice, having more player choice implemented, letting people do whatever they want and having it balanced that way. If it were my way, I would have proximity chat, you know, all chat, local chat, global chat, free people up to, I mean, have all the mechanisms, have a lobby system built into the game so you don't have to use a third-party app, you know, make it like Diablo or something. I don't know. You can come up with lots of different things. They have all these weird design decisions they do with Destiny. But, you know, it's a game that you can play, you jump in PvP, kind of Call of Duty style, and just go in PvP. It's kind of relaxing, too, for me to do that. So I guess in that sense, I can't really say that I have too much of a stake. It's not like I'm taking part in all these other major parts of the games, although I did at one point. I did the Taken King raid back in Destiny 1. Baltic Glass, all of those when they came out. Did the heroic version, was progressing, had so much fun. It was just a great time doing all that. You know, the past few seasons of Destiny seem a lot of not really my cup of tea, sort of doing bounties, not really motivated to do some of the stuff. A lot of the cosmetic chases aren't really in the raids, so, you know, I've just been, it is what it is. I'm sure they're working on other IPs too over at Bungie. And anyways, so I'm just going to go in there, I'm going to do a game or two, and just see how it goes. You know, I want, every part of me, I think a lot of people just want the ability to only play Destiny and no life, and I'm sure people had already done that. And it kind of requires Destiny to move towards being and really embodying the principles of an MMORPG, even though it's a first-person action. I mean, there's it's sort of its own genre in the looter shooter, and it's kind of defining itself. But in that same regard, there's no reason to ignore successes in other areas, in other genres. The more RPG that you end up going, the more long form that you can. I mean, permanent items, I don't know, that sounds like a good idea. You get a gun and you can have it forever. That's a great plan. Yeah, sunsetting's not really my cup of tea either. I can't really ever see myself, you know, I've worked for a video game developer for a number of years. It was an education as ed tech company, but we had the same processes for video game design. And I cannot see myself ever have volunteering that idea to get put on the board. It just seems like it conflicts with too many other prior systems. So, but you know, they're going to do it, what they're going to do, and I'm still going to be able to use the mountaintop in the Crucible because there's no power cap in the Crucible. That's primarily how I play this game, so. Let's hope they just don't forget about it and then it just gets completely lost. And they forget that there's even a mountaintop floating around in the Crucible anymore. That could either work to my advantage or my disadvantage. Start throwing nerfs at different guns. Seems like it would be hard to keep track if you're just going to move on from all the other guns. Seems like there would definitely be some guns popping up unless they really nullify them all. Wow, the loading in this game definitely takes some time. It's in classic mix and it's supposed to be prioritizing connection, but I swear every time I'm in classic mix, it always feels like that's where the people that lag go. It's hard to explain. Ooh! I heard that guy jump up. A lot of the hunters like jumping way up in the air, and usually that means that they came from console, because console, the strategy is to just jump way up, just keep jumping in the air. It's really hard to track vertically on controller. So I punch people a lot.
Double down.
Oh, that guy, right as I said that, that guy punched me. Oh no, I want to get that tractor cannon. I think someone's running over there.
Good.
We traded, but oh, I fell all the way down. I was gonna say he flew back the farthest, and then I just go falling off the cliff. Take it. One of the good things about the lightning spec is how much it buffs the melee. Oh, I got that guy though. Wow, there's a guy over there on my left too. I mean, I guess it's good going 1 for 1, but I need to start using my classes a little more. Oh shit.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
I like this map. I like a lot of the maps. That guy was invisible. Wait, that guy was a Titan. Where was that guy? I feel like a lot of these maps, though, are way too small. Okay, the dead body shots are always really difficult to land at the mountaintop. Oh gosh, I should have used my grenade. Man, the one thing I dislike that they did is they took away the supers are really weak. Like every time you bust a super, it's almost okay. Except I almost got the guy. It's almost easier to die than when you're not in your super because people aim for you. Oh my god, was that the second time that he got me? Probably was. Probably was.
The enemy has gained ground, but it's not over.
Someone's not having a good time.
Shut the enemy
Dude,
down.
what is with that timing? I swear. It's like a desync or something. It's supposed to be connection based. There's no possible way that guy got that shot off in time.
That shut them down.
This guy is all over the place. Smoke screen. This guy's just running around mailing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these maps were designed. They were designed too small. They need to be bigger. Are you kidding me? I literally hit that guy with my super and he didn't die. Wow. Oh, I missed. This guy's smoke screen, dude. That's right. Oh, I couldn't shoot it in time.
Five minutes.
Kidding me. Okay, it was all worth it for that one moment right there, where he's just slow walking in. Yeah, that was all in like slow motion from my perspective. He just comes around and just gets shot.
wait to see what you do.
Oh, I got that
with
guy. I thought it was gonna be.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Okay, where's the shotgun? No way. What? What was that? Whoa!
The first pillar. Double
Is that a
down.
grenade? Oh, what's up, smoke screen? Whoa. That guy left. I like how my eye, the one eye mask, the eye glows. They need to, don't you guys think that they need more cosmetics for the mountaintop and the one-eyed mask? I think that'd be cool.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
They could have my money. Oh, dude. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
3 minutes left.
Uh-oh. Come on, let me get him, please. Oh my god, look at that. Dude, the last word is the most ridiculous gun. Guy's probably cheating. He's not cheating. There are cheaters, though. Oh. Alright, that was okay. Whoa! Guy coming from behind me. Oh no!
A fire team that fights together stays together.
Thought that was gonna go a lot worse than it did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that
Defeat comes for us all.
we lost? I felt like it was kind of
Stand tall, Guardian. This battle is lost, but there will be others.
smoke screen up in there. He got me beat by a little bit. Alright, so that wasn't bad. Could have been worse. I usually just solo queue, classic mix. That's where you'll find me. Having a good time. I'll show you what I like in this game. There's no builds really. I mean, there is kind of. You can get some synergies seasonally, but really, like you click this. All right, that's the build. You click that, and then I like that jump, that barrier, and then that grenade. So there's the complicated build. Mountaintop, you don't have to do anything. It's just already ready to go. And then just put in the grenade launcher mods as you find them to make it reload. And unflinching for recluse. Distribution. Also, I went resilience just because I think they tied to the cooldown to the shield to that or something like that. There was some patch note. Okay, that bike definitely looks the coolest though. It's like a flaming, it's like a Ghost Rider bike. Some of the other loadouts though, I'll run a Thorns Sunbreaker. You could do, I've done a sword, shotgun, Thorns, and then bottom tree Sunbreaker, which is kind of fun. And this is basically, it's got a dot that happens with the pistol, and then your melee, and then sunspots. Any of those are going to be a dot as well. So it's kind of like a poison bleed setup that you can run. But certainly the mountaintop tractor cannon. Tractor cannon is nice because it will take people out of their super. So it'll bring people out. It's a good way, great counter and comp. Tractor cannon, I'm glad it's not going away from sunsetting. But anyways, I'll be playing Destiny PvP through sunsetting, right through it. Doesn't even matter. I'll still use these in PvP, and then whatever guns they can come out, they're gonna come out with Mountaintop 2. I'll have to get Mountaintop 2. and Recluse 2.0. This I don't care about. This is just gonna be annoying to get. You gotta like masterwork every time. I'm like just barely getting the masterwork right here. Alright, anyways, thanks for joining. This is my Destiny character. I might throw some PvP if gameplay, if my friends ever want to play comp, but thanks.